Okay, hello everyone. We're here again in Orbx TrueEarth Washington at Skagit Regional Airport, which is where I landed my Tomahawk in the last video I did. So, still in the Tomahawk, going to take off out of here and fly to KORS, Orcas Island. So we are going to use Penn Cove VOR again in the event that we get lost. Not expecting it, it's a pretty short flight, so the plan is to take off here and fly heading 280 for 18 nautical miles. We're going to time it. Should take us 12 to 15 minutes. Once we reach that point, we're going to turn to heading 317. At that point, we should have a visual on Orcas Island. Okay, fuel pump on, fuel pressure, fuel pump off, magnetos to both. Have a look around, clear prop, and ignition.
Skagit regional weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 11,000 few, temperature 14, dew point -14. Altimeter 2992.
Alright, 29902. Before we dial that in, let's get the weather set up for Orcas Island. So that is 135.425. Okay, so we're about set. We're going to take off on runway 29. There's a run-up area just before the hold short line, so I'm going to taxi to the run-up area, do my run-up, then go to the hold short, do my CTAF calls. I am running with well traffic. The last flight that I ran with it, I didn't really see any traffic, so I adjusted it, and we'll see how it goes. I seem to either get way too much traffic or none at all. Okay, we're just going to head off here to the run-up area. Not that there's a line of traffic behind me, but can't hurt. Mag left. Right. Fuel pressure is in the green. Oil pressure is in the green, oil temps in the green, amps look good. Carb heat on, RPM drop, carb heat off, went back, looks good. I had the fuel pump off for that. Fuel pump off, the pressure looked good. Throttle to idle with the fuel pump off. And fuel pressure still looks good. Oil pressure is dropped into the yellow. Fuel pump back on. Pressure still looks good. Landing light on, strobes on, pitot on, transponder is on. Alright, so we're ready. We're going to rotate at 53, try to climb at 70, and see how that goes. On my last flight, it really wanted to climb at 80, and it would give me a really high climb rate, over 1,000 if I tried to lower that by bringing up the nose, so I think I won't go full throttle on takeoff. Skagit traffic, November 359 Golf Charlie, departing runway 29, straight out departure, climbing 2,500, Skagit. It's a pretty short flight, so we're going to be staying low today. Lined up. Airspeed's alive. 53 and rotate. Okay, over 1,000 feet. Turn off the landing light and the fuel pump. Okay, getting ready to level out. And lost my heading a bit. There's the refinery. Anacortes will be off to our left in a little bit. Get myself back on track here. Yeah, I got some traffic. At my 11 o'clock position there, above me. I mentioned in my last video, I'm still kind of on the fence about doing Pilot Edge Western Expansion to get ATC up here. For the type of flying I do, I'm not entirely sure I'd get that much out of it. I'm sure I would do flight following now and then, but there's just not a lot of traffic to get notifications about for these little airports that I like to fly between. So I'd rather do something like I'm doing now, which is run world traffic and keep an eye out for whatever's in the air. So I've got my nav 1 set up to Penn Cove VOR, and it's set up to 333 radial from, which should take me right along the waterway that I want to turn into. I can see my needles starting to move to center, which is good because I'm expecting that straight ahead there off the nose to the right is the waterway. There should also be an airfield off to my left, which I'm thinking should be right off my left wing here. I've got my bearings correct. And there it is. Great. So we are right on track. So when we make our turn, let's get the weather.
Orcas Island weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 11,000 few, Temperature 15, dew point -14. Altimeter 2992.
Alright, so that means we're going to come in on runway 16, Windsor Com. 16 is left traffic, and I'll just have to hug the island way here, or hug the waterway on the right once I turn into it. Orcas Island traffic, November 359 Golf Charlie, 7 miles south at 2,500, entering left downwind, runway 16, Orcas Island. Alright, perfect. So you can see my OBS is centered there. I'm along the 333 radial from Penn Cove, and it's time to turn. I should be turning to 317. I've mentioned this before, but when you buy the Orbx airports, I'm not sure if all of them are Bill Womack airports, but all the ones that I bought have been. And you know, his designs are just amazing. Not only does he do the airport, but you know, you've got stuff all around the island here. So there's points of interest around the island. You know, if there's a town nearby, the town's modeled. You can see people standing in front of convenience stores. So you get a lot more than just the airport when you buy it. Orcas Island traffic, November 259 Golf Charlie, entering left downwind, runway 16, full stop, Orcas Island. Fuel pump on, landing light on. Orcas Island traffic, November 359 Golf Charlie, left base, runway 16, full stop, Orcas Island. Orcas Island traffic, November 359 Golf Charlie, final runway 16, full stop, Orcas Island. Orcas Island traffic, November 359 Golf Charlie, clear runway 16, Orcas Island. Alright, let's get it shut down. Okay, well that went pretty well. The navigation worked out just like I expected. I had the timing right, and the VOR and the radio was right, and had the other airport off to my left as a visual indicator, so that all kind of worked pretty well. So thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed the scenery.